Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully you are having a good one. I was just thinking I should have set up some music to be playing in the background. That probably would have made a little bit more sense. How's everybody doing? I am on the old working computer, so it is the worst, not the worst microphone, but is the less nice microphone. But yeah, I thought I'd try something different, something a little bit new. I've been using this 5 minute logo for almost as long as I've been doing 5 minute videos, which is like almost 2 or 3 years now. Sweeney, doing all right. Just playing some Minecraft, watching Jackal. Hey, Jackal. I'll be playing some Minecraft when I get home from work. Are you at? You're at work, Sweeney? That's horrible. I feel for you so badly. I was so glad to get home today. I actually had to go in to work early, so we had a like early morning meeting with one of our customers, and they want to be there because I might be doing something on that project. So, but yeah, so I've had this 5 minute logo for the longest time, and like you can tell, like it is not, you know, I don't know, it doesn't really fit in with the rest of my current channel design. This is all old me sort of messing around, sort of relearning how to use all this stuff. Um, the drop shadow is, like right behind it's not drop down. Like all these drop shadows are, I always, reduce them down a little bit. All the colors are nice and crisp here. I liked the little fuzz on the edges, but in hindsight, I really got to update that. The colors aren't bad. I've been kind of going with this sort of red blend and this sort of blue bit blend, so I might make that change there. And then my thoughts are kind of work a stopwatch into there just to kind of give it a little bit of a design. So the phrase 10 minutes of Minecraft has seemed to be trending a bit. Oh, did it really? What editing platform are you using? This is GIMP 2. It's a open source editor, but it's just like a freehand or not. Like it's not really a Photoshop. It's more like a freehand, or there's another paid one out there. But this one's an open source one. I'm all about the open source when I'm not making any money doing this stuff. So 10 minutes of Minecraft, that's actually not a bad idea because my 5 minute videos are definitely not 5 minutes anymore, especially as I get like it's easy early on in the series, when the mod, like you're doing all the easy stuff in the mod, you can just bang bang bang. But as you get further on, it just gets more and more complicated, and to do it properly you got to kind of like really expand on that. But so what I'm going to do is we are going to go and turn off this used to be my title thing. I'm just repurposing it. I've saved it as a new file, so I'm not messing up anything. But it's going to be just my new logo one. So let's get rid of that stuff there for now. And this here, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge this down into one sort of layer, and then I can kind of move this around and just kind of get rid of it or whatever. This is more like this is where I was. So this is my before. What I got to do is come up with an after. So one thing, if you guys are doing a lot of logos, layers are going to be your friend. I don't know, what kind of like how you guys do your logos or whatever, but putting stuff on top of each other, keeping it separate makes this, so much easier. So like I said, I was going to do something of a stopwatch, and actually I'm changing this around a bit. Hopefully you guys are having a good night as well. Can I? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to... Is there a way to break out the chat on... No, I don't want to do that there. That is kind of good to know. Refresh chat. What if we do this? That's a little bit better. My microphone on this computer is like covering right over where the chat is. That background gets cold without layers. Yes, that's right. Yeah, especially with the weather we're having right now. We have got we're supposed to get another 5 centimeters of snow today. We had one, maybe two this morning. We had about another one throughout the day, but it kind of balanced out, like it kind of melted and fell at the same time. We're supposed to get about 5 centimeters this evening, and so we'll see what tomorrow morning brings. My logo screens and graphics have been using Window 3D Paint and strategically placing text because you get one chance to move it. Lol. Oh yeah, see, that's what I like about the layers is, I can drop stuff, in here. Here's another version of it. You can move it around. I can put stuff behind it. I can put stuff over top of it. Layers are just really, if you got a graphic program that can do layers, that's going to go a long ways. So to start, like I said, I was going to do a stopwatch. So there we go. So shift kind of makes it a perfect circle. And actually, let's change that. This is just a selection. What I'm going to turn that into, let's try to make it big. I can always shrink it down later. Yeah, that's probably a good size to start. I'm going to do a big logo and just kind of, build over top of it. But we can move this and try to center it a little bit. Let's go zoom in and I'll go zoom up a touch here. Where's the edge of that? There we go. So I'm just eyeballing this. This actually does look almost center here. Yeah, just as an eyeball, I'm going to say that is actually pretty center. It's center enough, close enough for rock and roll. That's what my music teacher always used to say. It's close enough for rock and roll. I am going to drop it down. There we go. Okay, so from here, what we can do is we can go turn this layer into, it should be a layer to path. Maybe I got to do it in here. Layers, layered image, scale. Maybe I am thinking of something different then. I know I can go from paths to layer, but I kind of assumed I could go from a layer to path. A path is basically a line, an editable line that you can use. Okay, what's going on here? 10 minutes of Minecraft wouldn't fit this series, though. It's more for a single player gameplay. Oh, yeah, no. Well, the 10 minutes of, I've had people not accused, but like ask me like, hey, is your 5-minute series, like, is this a tutorial or is this like a let's play? Because I do it all in survival, right? I don't do it, anything in creative. So it's kind of got that, it's kind of has like a let's play feel to it. I actually, in my head, I thought this was the way I was going to do this. Maybe I got to come up with something else. Creative Kitty's over there laughing. I don't know what she's probably laughing at me. Selection from path. See, we want the opposite of that. We want path from selection. Select. Shrink, grow, border. Border actually might work for what we're trying to do here. Oh, here we go. 2 path. That's what we want. All right, so we now have a path in the shape of a circle. I can kind of highlight that on the screen there. And what I want to do, actually, let's go back a step. Let's go back to this layer. I want to try this selection border. Border of 8 is pretty good. 8's a pretty common number in how I build things here. What about 10-minute playthrough? I missed adding the word of before playthrough. 10-minute of playthrough. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Are you talking about like as a keyword or something like that? But this thing is still in my way. 1 second here. Let's try this. There we go. Now that's a little bit easier for me to see. Yeah, the 10-minute playthrough would certainly work. If you could keep it down, I mean, I guess I'm not one to, tell other people how they got to do stuff because I certainly don't keep mine down very well. I don't keep them down to my advertised length. Not many people call me out on it, though. I don't think it bothers that many people. There are a few people that have called me out on it, though. Most of them have been doing it in fun. Most of them are people that I know. Okay, layer. And no, not layer. Selection to path. So we got a second path here. And we're going to make that one the line. Let's delete that. And we're going to call this circle border. Yeah, naming your when you're doing something specific, naming all your stuff makes it really easy to find. Because this little thumb down here. Oh wait, 1 second here, guys. Is this the best spot for? Let's bump this down. Well, I kind of... There we go. Okay, that's going to make things a little bit... At least you guys can kind of see what's going on there. All right, let's throw this back over here. I kind of... I made it full screen. Kind of experimenting with this. This is something new for me. So from the path screen, what we can do is we can take our path tool and... I'm on the edit. So this is a very poorly done circle. If any sort of a graphic design teacher saw a circle like that, they'd be very upset because really with a circle, you only need 4 points of control, but the machine itself does quite a bit. But what I want to do is I want to add, let's actually zoom in a touch here. We're going to go and add a point here. And we're going to add a point here. And we're going to take these little bar. No, 1 second here. I don't want to take that bar. Let's add one right here. And we're going to go pull that up. We can kind of work off of this here. Would it be a playthrough or a walkthrough, though? To me, a walkthrough implies that it's a linear game, right? Like if you're doing a game with a linear path and there's like one main way for you to go, I would call that a walkthrough. A playthrough, I think, is a little bit more open-ended, where you can kind of, you kind of do it, in your own sort of way, your own sort of time. So let's pull that out there and that out there. Actually, no, we're going to pull this one down. No, it's the wrong one again. And oh, what did I add? No. Okay. Control Z, get rid of that one. I'm going to add one here. Pull this out. And pull. Oh, no. Undo. Undo is your friend. Let's actually pull this down. And we're going to add one here and pull that out. I missed it. There we go. And do the same thing over here. No, that's the wrong tab. Choose. We know Minecraft is anything but linear. True. Beanie, how are you doing? What program are you using here? I am using GIMP 2. It is a open source, graphic. I don't know, open source graphic design suite. I don't know the right term for it anymore. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of proper graphic design other than like, my YouTube videos and that. I did take it in in a college setting. So I do have a little bit of, experience with it. But it's been a long time. It's been close on 20 years since I've, properly, formally done anything like this. So most of my stuff's just gone from messing around. She wasn't even looking at me when she was leaving. All right, this is poor. This is looking. I'm just kind of eyeballing this here, but what we can do, just kind of balance this a touch. All right, from a distance, that's probably going to look, yeah. See, it looks a lot better from a distance. Let's pull that over there. I had no idea GIMP had a sequel. Yeah, it's the first time I've used it. Sorry, not the first time I've used it. I've always used, since I've been doing YouTube and using a graphic program, GIMP 2's always been the one that I've used. And it works really, really well. But I haven't used any other one. When I first started doing editing videos, I used Blender, which is what I was using to edit my videos, to do some of my graphics, and they were really, really bad. Like it wasn't meant for it. But as I kind of like said, okay, well, I'm feeling like we're going to keep doing this, I kind of went and found something more to what I was looking for. Okay, so what we can do from here. Oh, see, that's poorly done. That's poorly done. 1 second here. I am going to get rid of all of this because that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Actually, let's go fix that there. That's what I get for trying to just do it rather than do it properly here. So what I should have done. Let's. How was that? Does that look bad? Selection, none. I don't even know how well this is showing up on the screen. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. Let's do a little bit of math and can I not? There we go. So we're pretty sure it's lined up center there. What we can do, we can zoom in and then zoom off to the side here. And no, we want to selection from path. To zoom in just a little bit. I am gonna eyeball this again, I guess. Oh wow, they did not do a very good pathing job here. Oh, I guess the path's got to follow the pixels, right? Because each one of these, when I zoom in far enough, is going to be a pixel. Okay, that is about the center. Beat it in the house. Not much. Sweeney. Know the feeling. Try to figure out if GIMP 2 has gone vector or if this is just paths. Okay, what do you mean by vector? I know I'm familiar with the term, but I'm not too sure how you're using it in this case. I'm using paths right now just because I want to do a circle. I kind of want to edit that circle. So what I want to do is I need a line. What is going to be the best way of doing a line? I guess just doing a new path. So we're going to go create a new path here. That's not KK09 Outlook. This is clock. Nope, you got to be in there. So from here, what I want to do is I want to pick a spot. And then we want to kind of go through the middle. There we go. So that is a little bit better. And then we can kind of pull this out, and as long as we're going through that middle, that is going to be, oh, actually, what I should be doing is it should be coming through the middle here. Because if I have it go up too high, I'm gonna have to push the logo down, right? From the top of my screen, right? So if I have this little stopwatch thing, kind of off to the side here, my logo won't be quite as big here. Vectors are made of paths, but vectors are a mathematical method of making designs that are forever expandable without losing quality. Yeah. Oh boy, you know what? That's a good point. I don't think so, because I do remember using the vectors. The paths aren't quite. Well, I guess this is what this is. They're calling this the paths tool. But it's kind of like a vector. You're talking about like with text and stuff like that, where you can expand and shrink a text. I don't know. It's been so long since I've had any sort of formal education on this. Why is this? Oh, there we go. We got that open. All right, so let's head over. Okay, so actually here I got an idea. So we've got that path open. We're going to go and let's turn that on, click on that, make sure we're selected on it, and then we're going to go we're going to go selection from path. Is that even? And then what if we go selection and see, yeah, it doesn't even let me select that like I would like. Photos are raster. Most logos are vector based. Yeah. I've had good luck shrinking down my logos, but most of them have been in the raster stage. Like I've already committed them down. Like if we go back over to my layers here, this is my old logo. Is that the one there? This is the old logo here. So this I'm not happy with this at all. This is something I did a long time ago when I was first reteaching myself how to use these, and I can shrink them up, I can shrink them down pretty good, but not vector good. So I'm going to say no. If it is, I don't know how to use them in this. It's something I haven't been able to teach myself, but it would be nice if it did have a vector quality in here. Okay, I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this path, I'm going to duplicate it twice. And then what we are going to do, we're going to come up here and I'm going to move, move the path. It's calling it a path. So I'm going to say, yeah, it's not quite vector. We're going to move that, say about that amount, and then we're going to move this other one about the same. This doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's going to get shrunk down. It's actually going to be in behind. Okay, so that's better. This one here is, no, not that one. Not that one. Third time's the charm. The Paths 2 is the same used in Photoshop. I'm thinking maybe GIMP 1 didn't have paths. It's possible. I never used GIMP 1. Yeah, I've never used GIMP 1, so I don't know what the difference is. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. And then we're going to go back to our path tool. No, let's nudge this down. Let's tell you what, let's make another path. And we're going to go from there. Oh, you're going to make me select, aren't you? Okay, let's just zoom in a touch. I want to kind of get the angle the same. So if we go from here, What is that? That's about 4 up. Okay, we could probably just move this a touch. And if I hold down, go back to the move. Oh, no. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. It put that... Okay, I know what it did. I should have picked up on that. There is... Now nothing selected. See, this is a little bit new for me, doing something sort of freehand like this. Like I've used it for very basic stuff. But this is something a little beyond what I have done before. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, see now it's selecting it. I don't want it to do that. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll come over here and go 1, 2, 3. We'll just nudge that a touch so it's parallel. Okay, that is more what I want. Turn that line on. And we'll zoom back. Like I don't... See, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. We've got to move to move. And now we'll move that up there. Let's see here now. All right, so that is about where I've got to go to kind of be parallel to the rest of it. The best way I found to use vectors, but in a way that's more compatible for more people, is saving vectors as PDF. But this is definitely just the path tool, not a vector tool. Yeah, no, this is definitely a path tool. I'm using this to, I'll convert this to a selection, and then I'll use that to fill in my colors, and then that is what I expand and contract, but definitely not a vector. The vectors I do recall from my schooling in that, and they are definitely a different, a whole different style of things. So let's actually back up here. We're going to move this down. Let's move it down here just as a guide again. And we're going to go. So okay, there should be a way. There should be a way that I can take you and you. No, can you not? Can I not select? Oh, can I merge paths? I bet you I can. Let's move you up there. We're going to go and merge visible. I don't want to merge. Okay, we'll make you invisible. Merge visible paths. I should have duplicated them first. Let's go and do that just in case I make a mistake. So duplicate path, that says copy. Duplicate path, that says copy. Duplicate path, and then we're going to go copy, copy. Oh, yeah, right. Copy. Okay, so we're good. Going to go merge visible, and that gives us, this gives us something to work with here. All right, so let's zoom in 830 already, and we're going to go turn that back on. So if we click on you, we can add one right there, add one right there, and then if we go up, add one, and then we can pull this out, and pull that one out, and we'll just make those right angles. Oh wow, that looks, I should have made this line here a lot longer. So that's hindsight. In hindsight, I should have done things quite a bit differently. And you should be up higher. Tell you what, let's go create a new path. And if we put one here and one here, let's try to balance it on top of that line there. Okay, that's good. That gives me, oh, no, Control Z. Back up on that. Actually, we need to actually see that one. We can bring this down here. Bring that down with it. That down there. All right. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's actually looking a little bit better than I thought it might. Let's go and what I'm thinking I'm actually do. Where's that line? This one here. Let's just bring these two edges in. I'm changing my idea. Can we zoom in? I want to make sure these lock together. Is there... Let's just try something here. So if we go selection from path, oh, we actually turn that one off. Selection from path. Why is that bringing that up? None. Select from path. Why is it bringing it up in the middle? Selection none. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff here first. Why? You know, I'm just going to leave that. I don't know why the selection from path is doing it with this middle bit, though. It's not doing it down here. Oh, because this is open. That's why. That's why. Okay, never mind. I know why. Selection none. We're going to go and we just got to close this off. So from here, there we go. That's what I got to do up top. That's what I got to do up top as well. Okay. So again, yeah, hopefully everybody is having a good night. Let's open that. There we go. So now that is connected, we go selection from path. And then just as a demo, let's just go fill that with black. Ah, see, it's taking that out of there. I'm not unhappy with that. Selection none. And then I'm not, yeah, I actually kind of like that. It's not, this is not the end result. I've got to do some other stuff with it, but as far as the design goes, it looks close enough for rock and roll. That's my thoughts there. So we've got that part done. What I should do, I wonder if I want to do a second one that's smaller. So let's work on the lettering next. We'll see where the letters line up. So we've got... Ooh, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, right, because I'm in the layers there. Here we go. I'm having a flippin-tastic day. Well, that's good, I think. As long as you're not being sarcastic there, sweetie. Actually, out of curiosity, let's go and take that old logo. And let's just throw that up on top. This is definitely not the logo I'm using with it, though. Come on, move down. Oh, wait, I've got layers. I want to move the layers down. Ooh, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, good. I was afraid there for a second I might have moved the layer in behind it, but so if we move that, this is something like what we're going to be working on in the end. Yeah. Okay. So let's get our text layer out, and we're going to go 5 min. Ooh, caps. Ooh, all caps here. 5 min. That's how I did it. How did I do this one here? Right, so I did it. Go all. Let's make this bigger to start. Nope, capital. We're going to go center. No, wait, move. We want to move that. Center that there. But you... I was going to bump up the size on that. And let's actually... You're not going to let me control all you? Take down the line spacing. Let's take down the line space between these two a little bit more. Okay, so... Now, do we have an italics on this guy? Oh, I don't want to do it all, though. It's kind of got a NASA look to it, which I don't mind. And I actually kind of like it in the black, though this definitely needs something more in the background. Anthrax, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing, buddy? What's up? I am working on a logo for my 5-minute series. This is my old one. I've been using this one not from the beginning, but it's my first proper logo. I think it's actually my first proper logo that I've done, for any of my YouTube series. And I've been using this one for years. So I thought it was about high time that I kind of update it. And normally I do retro games Tuesday night. Last week I finished The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. And I was like, you know what? This is the day I didn't have time to pick something new. And I've been kind of wanted to do this on stream just as a test. Just to kind of get a feel for how it is. Or just trying to do something a little bit different. So... let's roll with this just as a test. So I'm going to take you off, and we are... What happens if I kind of want to fill that in. There we go. Fill you in, fill you in. Why does everybody pronounce it anathorax? Because it's written anathorax. Anathorax. Am I not pronouncing it correctly? Thanks, sweetie. Why does everyone pronounce it anthrax? Did I say anthrax or did I say anathorax? I always thought it was. I was saying anathorax, but maybe I say it so fast that it sounds like anthrax, or I could have even been distracted. So anathorax, anathorax. See, I always said anathorax, anathorax. I know I'm bad enough as it is. Getting me to do stuff like that is just not going to work very well. Well, even Fortis calls anthrax anthrax. I knew it wasn't anthrax, but anathorax. Okay, I'll try to remember that. No guarantees. I still call Adele a Minecrafty mum, so the chances of me remembering how to pronounce anathorax are slim to none. Okay, well, actually, what we should do, I don't quite like how low this is on here. So let's go and move it up a touch. And then layer, image size. And then we're going to select all of that. All right. Let's throw a couple blank layers here. So what I was thinking, we should make this, I'm going to make this white, turn off that layer. Let's invert that. We're going to go select. We're going to grow it by, no, we want to shrink it. If we grow it by 8, it goes the wrong. Actually, no, that was right. We're going to grow it by selection, let's grow it by 4. And then we're going to go and feather this quite heavily. And then I want my blue. So if we fill in, I'm going to bump that layer down. Okay, so from there, we're going to go and we're going to go select that white again. And this time we're going to go expand. Grow. We're going to go 8 out. We're going to select. We're going to feather by 30. And then we're going to invert it. And then we're going to go delete. Ooh, no. Delete here. Okay, that is the look that I was going for, that sort of neon glow. Let's bump this text up a bunch. Try to center that off there. Big Edley, how are you doing? Thank you for coming out to the stream. Anathorax, I am using GIMP 2. Is an open source sort of graphic editor. I've been using it pretty much since I've been doing proper graphics on YouTube. So probably about 2 or 3 years now. So I've kind of got a good feel for it, but it's definitely not something I've I'm no longer can claim a professional status. I did go to school for graphic design like 20 years ago, which really really dates me. It looks snazzy. Thanks a lot, Beanie. that's the thought I had in my mind was that sort of neon glow thing. Um, so I do like how that looks. What I might try is if we go here. Actually, no, we need the white line again. Actually, I mentioned it earlier. Let's go do this properly. Blue glow, white clock, and this one here is going to be outline. So what we can do is I'm going to go select grow. I'm going to grow that by 2. And if I make this black, I take rid of that selection. Yeah, see now there's a little bit more definite line to it. And if we go, let's probably zoom in a little bit. So that's without it. This is with the line. I think it needs that line in there just to give it a little bit of a grab there. He just does Haas thing and it turns out awesome. I don't know about that. I'm not done yet, but I don't know. I always enjoyed graphic design. I really kind of back 20 years ago when I took it. It was the graphic design that I really liked doing. But we spent a lot of time working on like web design and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, I got it into my head that I had to go be a web designer, and I hated web design. It was not what I wanted to do. And I went and I tried it, and it didn't really fit. And I worked, 1 or 2 sort of like jobs. It just wasn't me. And I kind of like gave it all up. Until I got back until I got into YouTube, and it's like, hey, I can start using, some of these skills to do that. I've done a ton of artwork over the years myself for several, for games. Yeah. And like, it's nice to be able to do things yourself and, kind of mess around. Like this whole neon thing, I saw, it was just the other day that I saw somebody with it was a picture, and they were doing the slash, and I've done like you sort of cut between the 2 pictures or whatever, and I've always done it like a very solid line, but they did it with like a little neon, and I was like, how did they do that neon look? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just, a fade or whatever. And actually, for reference, let's see how this shows up on, do I have... Let's just go File, Export, and we're going to go Create Folder, Logo, and yeah, we're going to go Logo Test 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open up just my thumbnail thing. We'll throw this over here, and if we go logo, and let's actually get rid of, because I don't plan on changing this look here. Where is the 5 minutes on here? Oh, right. This is not the right place to... it is the right place to do it. It's not the right place to do it. Let's get rid of that. We're going to pull this in here. And then layer... Let's bring this down to about 800. So I'm curious how that's going to look. See, it is pretty noticeable on the white. Especially once I do the letters properly, right? It is kind of noticeable on the white. I do think I got to make the letters bigger, though. I think well, if I make the letters bigger, it's going to bump it out more, right? but I got to make the letters taller. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. So let's actually duplicate this. And we're going to go, and we're going to bump these up. That's too big. All right, so to me, that's the right size that the letters need to be, though 5 minutes I want bigger. So let's go bring that up to, say, 300. Actually, no, let's go about 320. And then you guys, let's bring down, make them a little bit closer. But see, then the arrow gets kind of blocked off there. I wasn't thinking about that when I placed that arrow. I don't mind web design. I'm not a fan of coding, turns out. Design, yeah, to be the graphic design was the fun part of it. Like I could do a little bit of the coding. I could kind of set up the website, but this is what I enjoyed, was the actual graphic stuff. Instead of a straight arrow, how about one that wraps around in an arc? Okay, around like the inside or the outside of the circle. That would work. I actually like that idea. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so I like that idea. That's something we can do. I haven't done a huge amount of art for me. I have done a huge amount of art for me and my D&D friends, game stuff, and even had some published. Oh, that's really cool, Anathrax. Outside, I think, would be good. Outside, yeah, I could make the circle smaller. Okay. So, and like I mentioned before, layers are your friends, because we can just go and turn all of that off. We haven't messed with our final product there. Let's turn that off. Let's go and let's start this semi from scratch. No, shift. We'll get about the same size. Actually, we can adjust this properly here. Oh wait, shift. That's what I gotta do. Keep it balanced, and bring that in. Why is it? That's not working. Because if I do Control Shift, will it let me bring it out from the middle? No, there's a way. Alt. No. There we go. That's what it was. Control Shift. Okay, so there's that there. Because the other one was down too low. I guess I could have just moved the other one. You know what? Yeah, that's actually probably the right way of doing it. So I've got this circle here. Let's go and layer. Let's turn that layer off. And move paths. Bring that up closer to the center. I have to remember to, yeah, I'm bad with it. Like if I'm doing something really big, I will force myself to do it. But like when I'm doing my logos, or not my logos, my like thumbnails and that, I just try to remember where I put stuff, and you can easily lose track of 20 layers. Yeah, no, like if I jump back over to this here, like this is literally probably like a year's worth of thumbnails, you know, like, because basically each one is a background and then a layer, and I just kind of put them over top of like I've got my base background set, and then I drop in my image that I take as a screenshot, and I've got a this layer here is my cut layer, so you can see the outline is set for that. So I shrink down my image, I cut that. Like, okay, here I don't know why I'm just talking. It's easy enough just to show it. So like for this one here, I've got, here's my screenshot. Okay, it looks pretty bad because that's there. So there's my screenshot. So I layer it, scale it down. I've always do 1150. That's what I designed the background around. You add the alpha channel to it. I've already got the selection set up. It's the same selection I use every time. I hit delete, and then I just go and I bump it where I want. That's not moving there. There we go. Why is that not moving? Here I'm trying to oh, right, because I haven't got it on layers. There we go. Why? Come on. There we go. And then I bring in the thing that goes over top of it, and actually get rid of that. And then I'm done, right? It's like super, super simple. I do it the same way each and every time, so I'm not, I'm not losing it. Like it's super, super. I'm trying to keep it super simple, right? Okay, let's focus, Jackal. Focus. Yes, you especially can when you merge some layers. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of, if I'm going to merge something and I'm not 100% sure, like if it's not something I do all the time, like with the text, I merge that down each and every time. And actually I merge it after I've already finished with that thumb and I'm working on the next one. Then I merge down all those layers and just hide them as one, rather than hide them. Like if I got 5 layers that I'm not using anymore, I just merge them down to one, and then I hide that one. Because I can't get rid of anything. I absolutely can't get rid of anything. I just think the stuff Bob Ross could have done if he was live today and used computers. Oh yeah, no, but I don't think he would have though. To me, like Bob Ross was like, the painting was like therapeutic to him, right? Like I don't think it would be as therapeutic to him as painting would be to him, right? Like he's definitely got that painting vibe. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go paths. I gotta focus. I gotta focus on this. We're gonna go selection from path. I'm going to. Ooh, will this even work? Shrink. If I shrink it by 15, what does that do? No, that's not gonna do it, right? What's the best way to do this then? If this was a vector, I think there'd be a way of doing it, but okay, here's an idea. All I got to do is I'm going to duplicate this again. And actually, before I forget, let's go and move you center, because we're recentering it, ballparking it, but that's about, let's say one more down. Nice. So that's about center. So we've got that circle there. Are you trying to reduce a line thickness? No, I was hoping I could take this whole circle and make it smaller to do the inside arrow. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do the arrow big, and then I'll make it an actual layer, and I'll shrink that layer down. If that makes sense. Because as far as the path goes... Oh, wait, no. That's exactly what I can do. Because we can go... Okay, selection from path. I'm going to do a layer. We're going to go a new layer, and we're going to go fill it with black. And then we're going to select the layer. We're going to scale it down to, let's call it 1700. See where that puts us. I'm gonna say let's go a little bit further. Layer, scale layer 2. Let's go 1600. And let's actually throw... Interesting that that's not... Oh, I moved the circles. That's why. I forgot I moved the circles. So what we can do is this layer here. Let's bump. Come on. Oh, no, that's layers. Am I not? There we go. Okay, so... Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. This layer here, we're going to go select that, and then paths, and selection to path, we've got a smaller circle. So there we go. Well, I may as well download GIMP and have a play around as well. You know, definitely. Like I think it's really, really good. I want to say that there's something you've got to do to set it up for... Oh boy, was there something... No, I might be thinking of Blender, that there's a little bit of setup you got to do before you can really kind of use it properly. I'm not sure. Let me know if you got any trouble. There's definitely... There's some really good videos out there on how to set up GIMP 2, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty good out of the box. It's Blender that I'm thinking of that's a little bit more frustrating to use. So let's go back to the layers. Turn that one off for now. Selection. Get rid of that. Go none. And okay, so from here, we were talking about doing the lines. So we need, we need one of these lines as a guide. We're going to move, no, got to go move the line like so. So that's going to tell us where our breaks got to be. And so if we select you, no, if we select you, no, why are you? All right. So we're going to come over here. And oh, we don't want move, we want our actual spots. And we're going to add you. We're going to add you. And then we'll come down here. Actually, I need another line. That's what I need. So let's go. We're going to add a layer there. And if we put a line there and a line there, we can balance that pretty good. How far around should the... Let's start with this. Let's start with this. All right, so we're going to go select you. No, Control Z. I don't want that. I want to go... No, we need the line on, though. So we got a... What have I got? Why is that not... I'm on the circle. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go put a spot there, put a spot there, And if we go, I think it's Control Shift, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And then from this one, we're going to link that there. Actually, what we can do is Control Shift, get rid of that. Get rid of that. So that's nice and flat. And then same thing we did over here. Ooh, no. We want... So from here, we're to go out. Is that going to let me... Okay, that's okay. And then from here, we're going to go out. You get rid of that. You get rid of that. I'm out. Relief officer is a ride. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Hey, thanks a lot, Sweeney. You have yourself a good night. Hopefully this is at least a little bit interesting. I don't know. It's a just chatting while I kind of mess around, trying to do work on a logo. I'm hoping it's at least a little bit entertaining, but who knows? Next week I should be back doing some retro gaming stuff. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how everything works out. Let's actually make these a little bit shorter. And then Andothrax says, good night, Sweeney. If we go from there... Oh, no, I didn't want, I keep hitting the W, thinking that I am in a game. So from here, we're going to go link that together. And there we go. So, no, that's not what I want. I want just to move. Okay, maybe this guy here is the better one. No. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Pull that out. Pull that out. Oh, this is actually going to be a little bit more difficult, isn't it? So we got to pull. Let's back this out a touch. And try to eyeball it a touch. All right. Nope. Okay, let's give it a look-see. I'm not particularly happy with this, though. I think we got to make this bigger, to be honest with you. Let's see here. This one here. Let's pull that out. Pull that out. And I think that might be... Oh, keep doing that. I wonder if I did both. If I did both, let's turn that off. We're to go. Selection from path. Actually, let's turn that path off. I don't like looking at the red when I'm over here. Let's turn that not that on. We'll turn that on. It's gonna be right through that arm. I was wondering what would happen if we did both. No, okay, never mind. Let's go and add a new layer, and we'll actually go back to the path. We're going to duplicate that one, and then let's duplicate that one. We'll go merge visible, and then selection from path, layers. Let's start right at the white. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, right, gradient. I don't want a gradient. I want pure white. And so I select, I invert, I grow. We did 4 last time, seemed to work. Oh, 1 second, paths. Turn that off. Then select feather. 30. 30 is what I usually do for feathering. We're going to need that blue again. We're going to need a layer on top. We're going to go fill that. Going to select the white again. We're going to go grow. And let's do 8 again. Select feather, 30. And then back up to here, we're going to go delete that. No, Control Z, invert. Delete that. And then we're going to need to select white again. A new layer. What am I doing? Down here. Select grow 2. Let's try 2 first. Let's try 2 first. Put a black layer on it. Selection none. It's still in the wrong place. What if we went with the smaller text, though? Maybe I gotta go with the smaller. It's still in the wrong place. Still in the wrong place. I should have had the text up on the screen while I was doing this. You know what? I'm actually going to go back. Let's merge this down. If we go back to not that guy. If we go back to this guy here. Excuse me, and the small text. Okay, let's do this text here first, and then we can move the arrow in the background. So what we're going to do? Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's do 5 layers in prep. Though I think one second here. let's go and I did this wrong. I should have had 2 layers already, but why don't we go and from here. Nope, stay straight, stay straight. I come back to the stream and you've given the shape a glow. Oh yeah, no, I did that quite a while ago. I did another version with the arrow on the inside, but my text is going to be covering it, and I think the text might still cover this a little bit more. So I may redo the background, but I figure I should get the text down because I got to put some borders on this as well, and that might give me an idea, a better idea what's kind of going on with it. So I've got that there, but I don't want this here. So we're going to get rid of that. But we're going to go and select this again. And I'm going to do the red this time. No, red. And we're going to do the dark on the top. My text on the bottom is almost always light on the top, dark on the bottom. Let's go like that. And select. None of this is bleeding through up here. I'm thinking, I wonder if I got to make the circle in the background thicker. If maybe it's too thin. Whichever one that I do, if I do the inside circle, or if I do the arrow, I think I got to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, I'm heading out. I have to be up early tomorrow. Good night and good luck. Hey, thanks a lot, Anathorax. You have yourself a good night. I will be back on Friday. I should be on the World of Solitude SMP. Unless Creative Kitty wants to do a dual stream again. But at some point, I'll probably be moving over and doing some Minecraft, regardless of what's going on with that. But thanks for coming out. You have yourself a good night. Oh, exclamation mark BOW in the chat. I've been getting out of the habit of throwing that out there, but that is the rule of thumb for leaving my streams. It's the exclamation mark BOW. Just sort of our I don't know, tradition here in the Chicken Coop. Big Edley with the bow emotes. That's awesome, Big Edley. Okay, so select. We're going to go grow that. I always like doing a 2. Lately, I've been liking doing a 2 in the background just to give it a little bit of a black border to kind of pop it out. Select, grow. We're going to do 8. This is how I do most of my text now. It's very, very similar to this. And then select, we're going to grow 4. We're going to do another black border. And then select, grow, we're going to go 8. And here's the thing now. Do I put a white glow behind it, or do I put a drop shadow behind it? I guess I could test it out. We need one more layer. So if I do a drop shadow, did I feather this one? I don't think I did. Select feather 30. And then I always drop the opacity down to about 80, just to give it a little bit more see-throughness. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're not moving. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, because I'm on paths, that's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or do we say hide that one, put in another layer here, and then we do the same thing. Can we do the same thing? We got a light blue. We do you as a feather. Drop that down to say 80. And then we move selection none. Actually, what happens if we put them both there? That's actually not that bad. What if we did Control Z, Control Z. What if we select grow? Let's grow by another 8. And we'll keep that there. And then we'll do this one as the blue. Drop it down to 80. And then what we did 10 or 15 before. Yeah, it looks too Play-Doh, but mind you, it might look good with the background. Like, might look good with like on a background. Let's go give this a test. Test 2. Let's see here. We will go and pull this guy back up. We'll move you over here. I'll be watching on my phone at work. Oh, okay, no, not a problem. I don't know. When do you said you work in the morning though, right, Anathrax? You're not talking about watching this in the morning. Okay, let's get rid of that, and we're gonna go back to logo. Throw this one on here. Layer, scale. Let's call it 800 again. Like, I like the text, right? Like, the text, to me, let's do something here. Let's take that out of that layer, just as a demo. Selection none. Like, I really like the red and the blue colors. I like that they're the same as what I use on my regular text. But now I'm still not 100% sure about the. I think the text has got to go up on the circle, or the circle's got to go down. He overnights Fridays. Oh, okay, all right. He overnights Fridays. Oh, sorry. Yes, you're talking about on the Friday night. Okay, yeah, I'm back on the same page there. I got lost there for a little bit, but yeah, that would be awesome, Anathrax. Love to see you out Friday night. Saturday night, back with playing with friends as well. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to hitting some more Galacticraft. Jay, are you gonna be out this Saturday? I know you were out of town last weekend. It'll be interesting to see if we can get Ben back on. Big Edley, if you can get back on, and Draven, Creative Kitty. I don't know if Creative Kitty's going to be interested in doing it one more time, but it was kind of fun. It was interesting seeing her do something like that. Yes, I should be. Okay, that's going to be awesome. Maybe the circle's too big. Let's move stuff around here. Let's go back over here. See, and again, this is why layers are so nice. Where is? So we're gonna go to merge these guys down, because it's easy for me to do that little effect, right? That's not a problem. If we take that, ooh, what am I'm pulling out. Oh, okay. Talk about doing something by accident. What do you guys think about that? With the second shadow pulled down. Or not the shadow, like the second outline pulled down. Oh, Jay, you're on your way out. I think I'm going to head out for now. Look forward to your complete design. Hey, thanks a lot, Jay. Looking forward to that as well. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. We'll have to get the space somehow. And Ben's got quite a bit done. Well, he said he didn't have that much done, but he's got a fair bit. But yeah, exclamation mark BOW. Oh, you did do that. I bow in your general direction there, Jay. Hopefully you have a good one, and I will see you later. Thoughts on this though, guys? I didn't mean to pull that layer down, but I actually think that might work. Totally unintentional. What I meant to do was grab this layer here and bring that down. Jay says, later, Big Edley. Actually, what we could do, what if we... Maybe I'm being ambitious with this whole circle thing as well. No, I like that text. That really pops the text. I used to do it on... I had a particular series where I used to drop down a solid instead of a shadow. But this is a solid and a shadow. I do think it looks really, really good. I kind of like the circle offset to the right. See, if I offset the circle to the right... okay, yeah, maybe go. I think it's got to be. Maybe a circle's not the best thing for this. Okay, here's an idea. Here's something a little bit different. Okay, first off, do I play with this? Okay, one second here. Let's just go file, export test 3. Just kind of curious how this looks here. Oh, I went and I hid the wrong thing. Layer, scale. I said 800. 800 should be about the right size for that text. Yeah, no, that drop shadow really pops it. I'm quite amazed how well that pops it. Let's hide, not you. Let's hide you. I almost don't need that drop shadow anymore. This one, if we were... Okay, actually, if this one here, let's duplicate this, shut one down. Let's grab that, and Let's just make that a regular. Dude, I don't like the way that happened. All right, so let's do this properly then. So let's go this layer here. No, come on. This layer here. Turn you off. Put a new layer there. Let's grow that by 8. Select feather 30. And then we'll just drop the opacity. Maybe drop it a little bit more because it's already pretty dark. Okay, and then you know what? What if we... Is that moving? Let's try this. Put it off to the drop shadow off to the side as well. Call this test 4. I don't know. I like the text, but I usually do a drop shadow like that on mine. I know I like the text though, but I usually do a drop shadow like that. Are you talking about like the solid drop shadow or the opaque drop shadow? Like I said, I've done that before, only on one series, and it wasn't black. I did it as a different color. It was like a really bright orange, which was just the colors that I picked up for that series. Let's throw this in here. Not that one, and right layer. It's at 800. My thumbnails I've got set up at a different resolution than my videos are. So I do most of my stuff in the 1920, and then I just resize it wherever I need it. I think that that drop shadow's got to be darker. It looks really dark here. But maybe, okay, what if we went up to 70? Call this 4A. And go throw this back over here. Layer, oh, come on, layer, scale. Yeah, I think it needed to be a little bit dark, but I need something in behind it, I think. I do think I need something in behind it. Okay, so I had a thought. We probably got enough time just to explore it, though. Mine are usually a solid accent color. The comment was from you moving the circle to the side, lol. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you don't know about moving the circle to the side? Or I like the text, though, but I usually do a drop. You kind of like the circle offset to the right. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's like we didn't try. Okay, this with... See, even with the double circle, it's not that bad. It adds something, but I had an idea, and this might be tough to do. Let's go back to our paths. We're going to start right up the top with something new. And what we are going to do is... Let's put something here. Now if I go... Oh, no, Control Z, that's not what I want. Can I use... No, you're not going to let me do that. Okay, so never mind. We are going to... I want to put an arrow in behind there. And I'm trying to think... Okay, I guess you probably can't see where I'm pointing, but if I have an arrow kind of scoop around and come out pointing this way, or do I just have the arrow big and kind of come onto the screen? I'll tell you what, let's try this first way I was thinking about. So if we went like so, and then we turn this path. Actually, no, let's make this a little bit bigger. We can always reduce it as a path really, really easy. All right, so from here, we go selection to a path. We're going to turn that path on, and we're going to get rid of this selection, none. So we're going to duplicate this path, and we're going to pull, come on, oh, right, paths. We pull it down here. Now let's merge visible paths so they're on the same layer. And if we, okay, you're gonna see. There are all these straight lines. I don't know why this thing is making paths with all these nodes, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense graphically. Like, it's a rectangle. There should literally be 4 nodes for each rectangle. Oh, they're curved. Is that going to make a difference? That is going to make a difference. Let's go cancel. Let's delete these. This is not what I want. I forgot. I forgot that this guy has got a radius on him. Very small radius, but it's got a radius. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try it about there. Selection to path. We're going to duplicate the path. We're going to show the path. We're going to move the path. And then we're going to go combine. What was I doing with this one? Merge visible paths. We're going to get rid of that selection. Okay, that is a proper rectangle. Okay, that makes sense. This is going to be a lot easier doing it with this. So we're going to come back over here. Now, we are going to delete there. From here, we're going to come out. No, let's try. Let's actually go back a bit here. So far, it's easy to do. Let's go duplicate this one more time. And can we rotate this path? I want to keep the same thickness. That's going to be the key here for what I've got in mind. And there should be a way Why would there not be a way to rotate the path? Am I... Path attributes. Edit path. No, that's not what I wanted. Can you do a circle between 2 points? True. I could try... So if we did a circle... like so, and then we can move. No, that's not going to work. Let's do it this way then. If we did a circle, I think you're onto something there, Big Edley. If we do a circle, no, this way. Try to eyeball that. Now we do... Okay, let's get rid of that. Add a new layer. I don't know if I've actually got to add a new layer or not, but we're going to go and selection to path. I'm going to turn that on. We're going to move that path. And what we can do is zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I think you're on the right track here, Big Italy. This is the way to do this. And then we're going to go and hover right there. Yeah, this is the right way of doing this. Okay, so we select that path. We're going to come up. We're going to put a control. We're going to put a point there. And this one's really kind of got a point already. So from here, what we can do is we can delete, 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 delete. All of that. Yeah, this is the right way of doing it. Big Ailey, that is a great idea. Because now we can do the same thing with this circle here. No. And we can zoom in a little bit tighter on that one. Is that about right? That's about right. So we go select to path. We'll turn that path on. Selection none because I hate those little fuzzy lines. And we're going to go move that over. It's actually a little big. Okay, let's go back. We're going to do it one more time. We can do it one more time close up. Okay, that's a little bit better. Select to path. Turn that on. Selection none. I'm going to move you. Yeah, this way of doing it is way simpler than what I was trying to do, Big Edley. Okay, so we're going to add one right there. We're going to add one right there. And then we're going to go delete you, delete you, delete you. Now, if we look at this, come on. Oh, I'm make that a little bit smaller. Okay, let's go and merge this down. And I do want to move this over a bit. Say to about there. And while we're in here, let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. It looks like a giant magnet right now, but that's actually pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do... yeah, my CAD programs, I can snap the quadrants to a point. Yeah, I do. You can turn the snap on. I've got some of them on, some of them off, because sometimes it gets really annoying when you're trying to, ballpark something and it's snapping to a place where you don't quite want it to snap to. But yeah, that's totally. There's probably an even better way of doing that, but your way was way better than what I was attempting to do. So if we go here, okay, so let's go and add one there, add one, no, Control Z, Control Z. We're gonna go and add one there, and then I'm just shortening this box here so we can get get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, but like that, and get rid of you, and get rid of you. All right, so, and then over here, in AutoCAD, I can hotkey snap on and off. Actually, there's probably a hotkey snap as well. Tools. I don't remember where they are. Oh, here we go. Snap to guide, snap to grid, snap to canvas edges, snap to active path. That might be useful. I don't want to mess with it now. I'm kind of running out of time here. I want to get something pretty close to my final thing here, but I might have to play around with that a bit. This is a little bit beyond what I've done before. I think the closest is the World of Solitude logo that I did, where I use these layers to kind of freehand stuff. But making a proper set logo is a little bit... I was thinking it was going to be a little bit easier than it actually was. What we need to do is... Okay, I'm going to use the square again. And we are going to go right here. And we're going to go make sure it's nice and square. And I got to... Let's try to get in closer there. Is that good? No, I got to go one out. Oh, really? You're gonna be that annoying, huh? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna say that's about right. So we're still in the layers. Layer. No. Image selection to path. Turn that on. And selection off. That's what I want. Selection none. If we... Okay, for now, I'm trying to decide if I want this curved at all. So we can go like that. And we can go like that. If we say bring... Or do we just get rid of those and make it... Okay, let's try... Merge visible paths. Ooh, you're going to be fancy like that, huh? You're going to make me come in here and do that. Nope. That and that. So we delete. No, you're still going to... Okay, I think I got to do this before I merge it then. Okay, so from here, on this guy here, we got to add a path there, and a path there, and then we can go and delete you, and you, and you. And nope, nope, Control Z. No, Control Z. We are gonna go no. Go this way. This is what we need to do. And we need to why are you being difficult here? Come on. There. And there. And there. And now, merge visible. Okay, so what I was thinking, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Oh, no, come on. Okay. So we're going to go selection from path. We're going to go back over to this layer here, and it's got to be below. So let's just start it right here. Let's go selection border. Let's make it a little bit bigger than before. Let's make it 12. Why that's not working right, huh? Why is it thinking there's a border there? One second. Let's turn this stuff off. Can we move you? You're kind of annoying me. So why is it so if I go selection from path, why is this not picking up this middle bit here? What happens if we stroke the path? Turn that path off. It looks like it did actually get everything, so that worked that way. Is the line broken somewhere? It could be. It could be broken. It just doesn't look like it. This will work regardless, because what we can do is we can select that line. And we can turn that layer back off. Hey, No Pro, thank you for the lurk refresh. Hopefully you are having a good night. I assume you were streaming yourself. So from here, we can we can go select. We can grow that. We said let's go 10. No, let's go back to 8. Select, grow 8. And we're going to do what we did before with the little neon bit. So we did that with a white layer. And then we added a layer on top. So we inverted it. We grew it. Grow by 4. Let's actually grow it by 6. Grow 6. And then we feathered it by 30. Filled it with the blue. And then we went and did the reverse. So select, grow 8, select feather, and select invert that. What's going on? BJ with the hype, Ben with the subscription. Thank you so much. I don't have my chicken hat here. How are you doing tonight, Ben? How did the Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2 go? Hopefully Savvy didn't let you drive the cart anymore. Doing good, man. Yeah, not too bad. I'm feeling pretty good about the logo. We are. Here's what I got so far. For the logo, and 1 second here, selection none. See, you can't really see the arrow as much as I had hoped. So what I could do, though, what might make this a little bit better is let's... Oh, wait, I got to do the line first. 1 second. There's one more thing I got to do on here. Before I start messing with it. We got the line, select, grow 2, and is there something here? I don't think so. I think that's an empty. Throw that in here, and does that work? Selection none. Yeah, okay, so we got that little bit of a line there. It was decent. Beginning, I still got to learn how to use GIMP well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I think it works really well. Merge down. Let's nudge this over a touch. Maybe if we nudge it down a bit. Okay, here. Oh, I wish I hadn't done. Okay, let's export this. We'll call this test 5. We'll see how it looks on the thumbnail, because that's going to be the real key here, right? So we'll hide that one. Bring in test 5. Layer, scale, go 800 again. I think that the arrow needs to be filled with something. It doesn't really stick out. So this is treatment 5 of the logo. We kind of started with that one, and we kind of went up to there. Actually, there was another one before that, but we're kind of messing around with the layers and that. Um, yeah, oh boy, I like the arrow, but I think it's missing something. Okay, really quickly, it's after 10. I gotta get a good night's sleep. I had to get up early for work this morning. If we did what's going to be the best way of doing this? So I wish I hadn't moved that white layer already. Okay, you know what? We can figure this out. Let's try this one more time. So there's that layer there. We can move this layer, I think, and just make it match up somewhat with that. All right, so from here, oh no, I don't want it on though. No, actually no, I do. So we need a layer here where we're going to go make sure that's picked. We're going to stroke that path and go back over here. Did that actually stroke that path? One second here. Okay, it did. Yeah, it did stroke that path. So from here, why don't we... Out of curiosity, if we went and turned that back on... And then, if we... Oh, come on, what are you doing? You know, oh, this one here. You select grow. Let's go big. 16. Select feather 30. And throw this back. And no, well, you know what? Let's go. So we said 30 wasn't enough. Select grow 16. Let's go 20. Let's go 28. And then select feather 30. And then fill that in. Drop the opacity down a touch. Oh, right. It's not moving. It's not moving layers. Okay, that. What do you guys think? What is that? Is that better? Should I? Let's actually merge this down. No, just duplicate this first. Duplicate that layer and then merge down, merge down. If we nudge, oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong layer. This layer. Say back to where we were. Say about there-ish. It stands out more for sure, yeah. It definitely stands out more for sure. It's got to be... I'm regretting where I put the arrow. I think it should have been out a little bit more. Okay, let's do this one really quickly. Export as logo text test 6. I think probably I'm going to play with it a little bit after this. What if you scale it up slightly? The arrow up slightly? Okay, that's an idea. We could do that really quickly. Let's go duplicate that layer. And layer scale. Call that... Oh, before we do that, layer to image size. Otherwise, it will kind of bump it off to the side. This will scale it up from the middle. Layer, scale layer. Call it 22. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's think about this then. Maybe if we go like that, I'm pretty sure that text is going to stay as it is. So let's merge that down. Merge down. And let's bump this up a touch. Or we go off to the side. No. And then this layer here. I think I want it. What do you think? What does that look? Scale it up slightly. I think I'm gonna. I don't want it down there. I could get away with it here, but I think I want it higher though. Okay, let's test this. File, export as. This is my last test. This last test before bed. So, okay, we'll go flip over to the thumbnail. And so this is the first one. Layer, scale layer, we call it 800. All right, and then this is the second one. Ugh. I'm not 100% sure about that arrow, because now it looks like the arrow is pointing to something, right? I think number 2, but I don't know. My only problem with number 2 is that the arrow is so big. The smaller arrow... My concern right now is it looks like that arrow is pointing at something. Right? Is that going to be a problem? Like, is it... Because you see a lot of arrows on thumbnails or whatever. I say take the arrow out. I have done a couple versions with the arrow out. Oh, we got to turn that off. And it certainly works. Originally, I was doing something. I don't think I've actually done any treatments on it, but we were doing something with a like a sort of stopwatch style, um, with arrows. Which one did we do here? You know, arrows and stuff like that. Let's see. It's kind of off center now, but you know we were messing around with stuff like that. I, the, I like the arrow. I'm concerned it's pointing at the wrong thing. What are you using? This is GIMP 2. Um, it's an open source uh, graphic utility. You know, GUI, not GUI. There's a proper word for what it is. It's not like a Photoshop. It's not quite that high end. It's more like a freehand or a. Although it's been years since I've used a proper freehand, but I prefer one. It feels more part of the logo. Yeah, if we're talking about the ones with the arrow, what am I doing? I'm going up too high here. Yeah, because the big arrow I think is too. The big arrow I think is too much. Now, there's one other thing I can try. I know I said that was going to be my last version tonight, but if we went back to the smaller arrow and with the text, and we just kind of nudge that down, but we take this layer, let's duplicate it again so I don't lose it and mess it up too much. And then we did a layer transform, and we flipped that horizontally. What happens? How does that affect the logo? Or okay, let's try this one more time. Let's duplicate it. And was that the right one? Did I duplicate? Yeah. Layer transform. Let's flip this one vertically. No, I don't know if I like that. Oh, it's because the shadow's wrong. That's why. The shadow's all wrong now. What are you trying to use the arrow for? It's just part of the logo, because the text looks okay, but I kind of felt like I kind of want something in behind it, because my original logo, and this is one I've been using for years, literally, was oh, actually, it's probably better to look at on this one here. This is the logo I've been using for the longest time. And actually, this has been blown up and shrank and resized like so many times. Uh, I did it a couple of years ago when I was just kind of getting back into the graphic design for YouTube, you know, because I was starting to do YouTube and that. Uh, this one is kind of getting, well, it doesn't look like my thumbnails are looking, right? Because my thumbnails have got that, I could think of like the sticker feel to them, like with the text and that. So I was kind of updating that logo. And the arrow was just, originally it was going to be a clock. What I might do is play around with and go back to that clock or stopwatch theme and do something similar with that. Like, I don't know, we played, it's something I got to play around with a little bit more, I think, and try to find exactly what I want back there. So I'm really happy with the text. I think the text turned out really, really good. The arrow was kind of a, you know, like I had these guys here and I kind of liked them. I kind of like the way they look, but they just weren't quite working. No, I don't want that one. So the arrow was just sort of like an idea. Yeah, just an element in the logo. That's exactly what it is. But it is. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so it's getting late for me. It is already well past my bedtime. Thanks everybody for coming out to the stream. Give me your thoughts. You know, like, is this something like, was this an interesting stream, guys? It's my first non-video game stream. I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of want. Oh, here, actually, before we go, let's bring up. This was one of the ones that I'd done with the arrow. That I didn't mind. Oh. This was before I gave the drop down shadow. This was really early on tonight. Okay, let me one more thing. One more thing. There's the logo. Where's that one with the arrow? That one there. Let's move this into the middle. Nope, not you. Let's move this into the middle. Let's move the text down a touch. And if we can go on there. This is just a really, oh, this is not gonna. Okay, where's that? This one here. Okay, let's move this. No, move. We want to move you over top of it. We're gonna go and select. No, not the right one. Okay, so this layer here, I'm kind of rushing this and I shouldn't be. See, it's not letting me. Okay. Because I am. It's because I'm kind of rushing, right? I'm trying to. Oh, okay. I had fun. I'm glad you had fun, Big Edley. Like it. I kind of wanted to do when I was doing Adela's logos. I kind of wanted to do it as a stream, and I was kind of embarrassed to do it, to be honest with you, because it's been so long since I've really trained to do it. But at the same time, I kind of it's something I enjoy. Like I really of all the things I do on YouTube and that, this is one thing that I really do enjoy quite a bit. If we go like that. And why would it not work? Oh wait, I know. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Let's go like this, and we're just gonna make another circle like we've done a million times already. Where's that there? We'll just have to fill it up. It's just going to be on the inside of the black. This is just a quick idea. No idea if it's going to be good or not. Just nudge that in a touch. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go take that yellow again. And fill that in. Oh, wait, the black's going to come off. That's why. Okay. I kind of like the filled in circle. I'm still not 100% sold on the arrow in the back. Maybe I got to make that a little bit thicker because when I did this arrow, we were making it thicker, right? Like it. No, not that one. That one's bad. I made it a little bit thicker. You can see there's a big difference between the thickness and even the glow. I made bigger than the original arrow. So. I got to play around with it. I definitely got to play around with it. But yeah, okay, so it's 10:20. It's way late for me. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the stream. I really do appreciate it. Let's do a quick little peek and see who's out there that might be doing something worth raiding. Nicolian is doing some Minecraft. We've raided him before. And I'm pretty sure he's a family friendly guy. Nicolian is on. Yeah, Big Edley knows who I'm talking about. Let's give him a little bit of a raid. I can't stick around. I'm just going to pop in and say hi. But I want to thank everybody for coming out to the stream. This was a test for me. I'm quite happy with it. I might try to work a 4th stream night in and, you know, do logos, do intros, do stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. What am I looking for? We're looking for right here. Here's where we're going. So again, thank you guys for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I will be back Friday, Minecraft stream night, maybe with Creative Kitty 09. Maybe it might be solo. It's going to depend on how she feels. But chances are I'll be doing on World of Solitude SMP at the very least sometime that night. But thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. All right, goodbye, guys.